Hi, welcome to English Composition. I'm Michael Cheng. I'm here with Cher Chen today.
各位同学，大家好，欢迎回来英文作文课程。我是 Cher， 在我身边的是郑老师。
All right, today we're going to learn about how to write a process essay.
好，我们今天呢要为各位同学讲解的呢是如何去撰写一篇所谓的过程论说文。
And then later we're also going to learn about using adverb clauses in our writing.
好，那接下来呢，在文法的部分呢，我们会教各位同学如何使用副词子句在写作之中。
Let's learn about process writing now in our writing focus section.
好，接下来在写作重点的部分呢，让我们来学习一下怎么样去写作过程论说文。
When we write about a process, our aim is to describe a particular process by explaining the series of stages or the steps it takes to complete the process. And now writing about a process is not that difficult.
好，过程论说文呢，它写作的目的也就是在于描述做某件事情必须要经历的一些过程。所以呢，写作一篇过程论说文啊，其实一点都不难哦。
In fact, many of us read and write process essays without even realizing it. Many of you have probably had the experience of checking a recipe book in order to prepare a dish, for example.
好，那其实呢，我们在日常生活中哦，经常在不经意之中，其实都在写作这样子的过程论说文，或是阅读到过程论说文哦。比如说，各位同学可能都有个经验，想要煮一道菜，那你就会去看一下食谱的书，那这就也是一种过程论说文。
And so maybe you were preparing to create a romantic dinner, or maybe you're living on your own for the first time and you're learning how to cook.
好，那这可能的状况是呢，假设你今天是要煮一顿非常浪漫的晚餐，那也有可能呢，你是自己一个人居住在外面，所以你要为自己煮一顿好的晚餐。
And so if you did this, the recipe that you are looking at is an example of a process essay.
好，那如果你做这样的事情的时候呢，其实啊，你看到的食谱也就是一种过程论说文的一种展现哦。
And now another example of a process essay is the user's manual that you'll look at if you get a new piece of electronics equipment.
好，那另外一个常见的所谓过程论说文的例子呢，可能是当各位同学购买了一些电子产品的时候，电子产品通常都会附上了这个使用手册，那这就是另外一个过程论说文的例子。
So now the next question is, how do you write a process essay? And the first thing is, of course, you need to really understand the process that you're going to write about very well.
好，那接下来呢，我们知道例子之后，下一个问题也就是我们要怎么样由自己去写作一篇过程论说文呢？那当然要做的第一件事，也就是你必须要非常清楚怎么样去完成这个过程。
And so this means that you have to understand each step that you need to take in order to complete the process. You also might need to know some alternative methods of completing the process.
好，这代表着呢，你应该要了解完成整个过程的这个步骤。那同时呢，你也必须要知道有没有其他的替代方案，也可以一样的去完成这个过程。
And so this way, you can pick the method that you can explain the most clearly, and also the method that you think your readers will be able to understand the most easily.
好，那这也就代表着呢，因为你非常的了解这个过程，所以呢，你才能够选择你最清楚的方式，以及最容易让你的读者能够明白的方式，来决定你必须要完成这个目的所需要采取的步骤。
So now after you have a really thorough understanding of the process, your next step is to organize each step of your process in a way that's easy for your audience to understand. And then usually this will be just to list the process from the first step to the last step.
好，那在各位同学已经把整个过程摸得透透彻彻之后呢，下一步呢，也就是要将如何把这个步骤用最容易让观众、让你的读者理解的方式表达出来。那通常呢，这代表着你可能要把这些步骤条理分明的，像是1、2、3、4、5这样的方式把它写出来。
All right, so now remember that the purpose of writing about a process is to demonstrate to your readers how to complete a task.
好，那也各位同学也要记得哦，写作过程论说文的一个目的呢，就是为了要展示给读者看，要如何才能够真正的完成一个任务。
Right, so now in order to help your reader follow your instructions, you should give them some hints. For example, you can use key words to remind your reader at what stage they are in when they read this part of the essay.
好，那为了呢，要帮助读者能够按照你的指示去做哦，你必须要给你的读者一些所谓的暗示。那举例来讲，我们在写作上呢，常常使用一些关键字哦，来帮助这个读者去了解现在做到哪一步了。
Right, so now some examples of key words that are commonly used are words like first, second, third, next, then, and finally.
好，那一般呢，我们常见到的这些关键字哦，包括了呢以下这些例子哦，像是首先、第二、第三，接着、然后、最后等等的，这些都是常用的关键字。
Now, additionally, you may need to describe your steps more thoroughly in order to explain your reasons and purposes for doing these steps, and sometimes to show the consequences that will happen if the instructions are not followed correctly.
好，此外呢，为了要解释这些步骤的原因和目的哦，而且呢，又必须告诉读者说，如果没有遵从这些指示的话，会带来某一些的后果。那你就因为这样子的一个想法呢，你需要详加描述所有的步骤。
And so now imagine you're operating a very complex kind of machinery. And if you press the wrong button, something bad will happen. So you have to make sure you warn your readers of the consequences of doing the wrong thing.
那你可以想象一下哦，如果各位同学在操纵一个非常复杂的机器，而且呢你按错了按钮，哇，那这个后果可是不堪设想哦。所以呢，你必须要提醒你的读者，使他们知道要如何专注在你提供给他们的这些步骤上面。
And so now, again, we have some key words that could be useful in indicating the relationship of instructions. And these words are if, unless, in order to, so that.
好，那同样的呢，我们一样可以使用一些所谓的关键字来提醒你的这个读者了解说，你如果做了这样的事，会有什么样的后果？那这里我们常用的关键字包括了假如、除非、为了、因此等等的。
Right, and you'll learn more about some keywords to indicate relationships in the grammar focus section later.
好，那待会儿呢，到了文法重点的部分，我们将会再告诉同学更多的关键字。
Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to begin working on a paragraph about a process. And we're going to start this by doing some pre-writing. And the pre-writing will help us to organize our thoughts and create a plan for our paragraph.
好，那现在呢，我们就要开始为各位同学示范怎么样去写作过程论说文哦。那当然呢，我们会透过写作这个前置作业的准备方式呢，告诉各位同学我们要怎么做。
Right, and so today we're going to bake a cake. And so we're going to start by making a list of the steps that we need to follow in order to bake this cake.
好，那接下来呢，我们今天要告诉各位同学的这个过程论说文呢，是如何去好好的烤一个美味的一个蛋糕。那我们首先要做的第一步呢，也就是去把这个步骤条列出来。
All right, so now let's take a look at the list that we created.
好，那接下来各位同学在荧幕上看到的也就是我们在要做蛋糕开始之前先列出来的这个每一个步骤。
And now this is the first draft of our list, and so all we're concerned about is writing down as many steps as we can remember.
好，那这个呢，其实是在我们写作中算是最开始的一个步骤哦。那我们这时候呢，就要把我们脑海中所记得的所有的东西都写下来。
And so we're just going to write down whatever we can remember and just list it from the top to the bottom on a note card.
好，那我们现在呢，就是把我们心中想到的所有该做的事该买的东西任何的想法都把它从上到下条列出来。
And maybe we miss a step or two, but you can see on the note card there's a lot of white space, and so we can just add in missing steps later.
好，那有时候呢，我们可能会有一些东西是忘了或者是漏写了。那像在我们现在看到这个这个卡片上面呢，我们还有许多空白的部分，所以呢，这个时候你只要直接在空白的部分做一些编辑就可以了。
And so this is what brainstorming is like. You just think about whatever you can think of, you write it down. You don't worry too much if you miss something. You don't let anything stop you from producing as much as you can at this pre-writing stage.
好，那其实这个步骤呢，就跟我们之前所谓的这个脑力激荡的时候要做的事情是一样的在这个时候呢，你千万不需要停下来去编辑你刚刚做出来的事情，因为现在这个步骤我们要做的只是尽量的把所有的想法都提出来。
All right, so we're going to refine this list a little bit later, but let's take a break now, and then we'll be joining you again in a few moments.
好，我们待会回来呢，我们会再把这个表格做一些所谓的调整哦。那首先呢，各位同学先休息一下，我们待会再回来。
Welcome back. So what we're going to do now is we're going to refine that list. We're going to improve it a bit.
好，那我们现在呢要做的事情呢，就是把刚刚我们给各位同学看到的这个条列的表格呢，再做一些调整。
Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to think about, is there a better order for any items on the list? Is there anything that we missed?
好，我们首先呢要思考的是，我们现在列出来这个顺序是不是合适的，还是呢我们有没有什么东西是我们漏掉的东西啊？
And then here's our new list. You can see that we added in an additional step at the top, for example, and that's shopping for ingredients.
好，各位同学可以看到哦，现在这个呢就是我们修改过后的这个表格。首先呢，我们发现漏了一个步骤哦，也就是要去购买食材的部分，于是我们把它加进去了。
And then you can see we have another step that we put into the middle, and that's to preheat the oven.
好，那你也可以发现呢，我们现在在这个步骤中间，我们又插入了一个新的步骤哦，也就是想要把这个烤箱先预热。
And then you can see we did some reorganization of this list. And so we made sure that we put the steps of greasing the pan before we pour the cake batter into the pan.
好，那我们还做了另外一个调整呢，就是去调整这里面出现所有东西的顺序。比如说，我们刚刚把这个让这烤盘呢涂上油的这个顺序呢，我们确定的把它移动到合适的位置。
And so it seems like we have a pretty good outline here already. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through the process again. We're going to think about it really clearly, and then we're going to see if we can fix this outline a little bit more.
好，我们接下来要做的事情呢，就是我们一样再来回顾一下我们这些过程哦。然后呢，我们来看看我们刚刚条列出来的东西是不是都能够适用于我们所做出来的大纲的部分。
All right, so now let's take a look at some pictures that show each of the steps that we need to go through.
好，接下来呢，我们来看一些照片哦。照着步骤呢，我们来完成烤蛋糕的过程。
Right, now our first step that we saw in our outline is to get our ingredients together. And so maybe this means you have to go shopping to get all the ingredients you need.
好，我们会发现呢，在我们的条列之中呢，第一个步骤也就是要把所有需要的东西购买齐全。
All right, and so now after we've gone shopping, we can have all our ingredients. You want to get them all ready to use. And so here are some ingredients.
好，那我们接下来各位同学在图片中看到的，也就是我们所有需要的这些材料了。我们把它排放好以便我们随时都可以拿取。
All right, and so next what we're going to do is we're going to preheat the oven.
好，接下来第三个步骤呢，也就是将烤箱预热，加热到一个适当的温度。
All right, in the next picture, we are sifting together the dry ingredients. And in the picture, you can see that Cher is using a special tool called a sifter to make sure that the flour and the baking powder are mixed together evenly.
好，那我们接下来下一个步骤呢，也就是把所有干的材料再先过筛然后把这个加到这个盆子里面去。那这个时候呢，各位同学可以看到图片中我手上拿了一个很特别的器具，叫做过筛网。那我们又透过这个过筛网呢，我们可以让面粉跟发粉均匀的混合。
All right, so our next step is then to mix in the wet ingredients. And so after the dry ingredients are mixed together, are sifted together, then we're going to mix in the eggs and the milk to create a batter.
好，那当这个面粉跟发粉均匀混合之后呢，我们接下来把其他湿的材料混合，也就是像牛奶啊或是蛋啊这样的材料作为混合，搅拌均匀之后呢，我们就会把它做成蛋糕的所谓的面糊。
And if you look at the bowl, right there, there's this strange little tool right in front of the bowl, and that's called a whisk. And that's what we use to mix in the wet ingredients into the dry ingredients.
好，那各位同学现在在画面中看到在这个大碗的旁边有一个很特别的器具那这个东西呢叫做搅拌器通常我们也用来打蛋那这个东西呢可以用来帮助我们把面团做一个非常均匀的混合。
All right, let's go and take a look at the next picture. And here we are going to grease the cake pan. And so what we're doing is we're taking some butter or oil and we're rubbing it inside the cake pan. And then we're going to sprinkle some flour over the butter in order to create a barrier that will make sure that the cake doesn't stick to the pan after it's done cooking.
好，那下一个步骤呢？就是在烤盘上面涂上油脂那我们会再涂上一些沙拉油或是一些奶油，然后呢撒上一些面粉。这个步骤呢可以确保我们把面团倒进去面包这个蛋糕烤好之后呢它不会粘在烤盘上面。
All right, and then we go to our next step, which is quite simple. We are just pouring the batter into the greased pan.
好，接下来这个步骤非常简单我们现在呢就把我们刚刚搅拌好的蛋糕的这个面糊呢倒进烤盘之中。
Right, and now our next step is to bake the cake. And you can see that we're putting the cake pan with the batter into the hot oven. And so putting the pan into the hot oven causes a reaction with the baking powder that causes the cake to rise up more.
好，那我们接下来下一个步骤呢，就是把这个装了面团的这个烤盘呢放进去预热好的烤箱里面。哦，那当然我们把蛋糕放到这样子热烘烘的烤箱哦，这温度呢就会让这烤蛋糕里面的发粉开始作用。那接下来呢，蛋糕才会渐渐的膨胀起来。
And so in our next picture, our cake has been baking for a while, and now we're taking out the finished cake.
好，那接下来下一个步骤呢，我们直接跳过哦。看到现在这个状况是蛋糕已经烤好之后，我们就把它从烤箱中拿了出来。
All right, and so now in our last picture, we have our cake. It's all cooled down, and so we're going to get ready to decorate it.
好，那接下来下一个步骤呢，就是我们已经把蛋糕拿出来，而且让它降温了。接下来呢，就可以开始装饰这个蛋糕了。
All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our essay. So we saw all these steps of baking the cake. And so what we're going to do now in terms of writing is we're going to create a refined outline in order to follow when we begin writing our essay later.
好，我们接下来呢已经确认完了所有的这个步骤了，所以呢，我们现在要开始拟定一个大纲哦。大纲拟定好之后呢，等我们真正开始写作的时候，我们就知道要从什么部分开始写起。
Right, so we can take a look at our outline now, and you can see that we added a topic sentence, and we also added the conclusion.
好，那我们现在各位同学在荧幕上看到的呢，也就是我们拟定出来的大纲。各位同学可以发现，在这个大纲中，除了那些步骤之外呢，我们还加上了所谓的主题句，以及最后有一个结尾句。
All right, and some other things that you can notice is that we can add some details at this stage of writing.
好，那另外一件事情，各位同学可以注意到的哦，也就是在这个写作的阶段呢，我们会加入了一些细节的一些补充。
And so the writer of this writing model wrote some detailed directions under each of the steps that you see in the outline here.
好，那在这个时候呢，你必须在每一个步骤后写出一些细节的程序，然后去解释一些其中的一些原因啊、结果啊这些部分。
And so, for instance, take a look at step 3, and we can see that we have some reasons for greasing the pan. So it says we put some butter and flour on the pan to make sure the cake doesn't stick.
好，那举个例子为各位同学讲解哦。像这个作者呢，他在步骤3的部分，他补充说，你在这个烘烤的之前呢，需要在烤盘上面涂上一些奶油跟一些面粉，不然的话，蛋糕就会粘在烤盘上哦。这也就是我们去解释为什么要有这个步骤的关系。
All right, and then what we're going to do next is go and look at our final outline.
好，我们接下来下一个步骤呢，也就是告诉各位同学，我们要最后把这个大纲做一个完成的定稿。
And so what we have here is our final outline, and what we did is we took the previous outline and then we went over it one more time to see if there are ways that we can improve it.
好，那各位同学会发现，其实这个跟刚刚我们看到拟定大纲的部分有什么差别呢？我们这个部分呢，其实就是把这个大纲再加以仔细的去做一个调整。
And then one big difference is you can see that we took the topic sentence and we rewrote it. We made it more elaborate. And then after rewriting the topic sentence, we're also going to make an alteration to our conclusion.
好，那我们可以发现几个特色哦。第一个呢，我们把所有的细节呢都更加以的去延伸跟描述了。比如说像主题句的部分，作者呢有加深了主题句的内容哦。而且呢，待会我们看到这个结尾句的部分呢，也会发现作者呢把结尾句更适当的去描述了。
Right, and then we also made a few other changes in some of the steps in order to simplify them or to add some extra details that are necessary.
好，另外一个呢，我们也会发现说，作者呢将一些步骤变得更简化了或者是呢去加入一些必须要的细节。
Right, and so then we take this final outline and now we're ready to write.
好，那最后呢，我们把这个大纲做完成的这种编排的步骤之后呢，那这样子的大纲就非常的完整了。那我们也已经准备好可以开始写作喽。
All right, and so we're going to take a little bit of a break now, and then after the break, we'll come back and we'll look at the writing model. We'll look at the essay that we wrote based on this outline.
好，那接下来呢，我们先请各位同学休息一下。等一下回来之后呢，我们会来看看，在我们做完这些大纲之后，我们会写出怎么样的文章。
welcome back. What we're going to do is take a look at the writing model now.
好，欢迎回来，各位同学，我们现在来看一下写作范例。
All right, baking a cake 101. Have you ever wanted to make a cake for a loved one? All you need is a little time, patience, and a few items from the grocery store.
你曾经为了心爱的人而想亲手烤一个蛋糕吗？你所需要的只是一点时间、一些耐心，以及几样在超市里就可以买得到的东西。
Before you begin, you need to preheat the oven to the appropriate temperature.
在你开始之前，你需要先预热你的烤箱，使烤箱达到合适的温度。
You should gather your equipment and food items on the countertop or work table so that you can reach them easily.
你应该要把器具跟材料都准备好在你的工作台上，这样呢，你才能够轻易的取得你需要的东西。
First, put the milk, eggs, oil, flour, sugar, and baking powder into a mixing bowl. With the mixing spoon, you need to mix the batter until it is smooth.
第一步，先将牛奶、鸡蛋、油、面粉、糖以及发粉放进搅拌盆内。你可以使用搅拌用的汤匙来将蛋糕的面糊搅拌至均匀滑顺。
Second, grease the cake pan with the butter and then spread some flour on the pan.
第二个步骤，将烤盘涂上奶油，然后在烤盘上撒上一些面粉。
Next, you pour the cake batter into the cake pan. You can use a rubber spatula to scrape all of the batter off of the sides of the bowl.
接着，你可以将搅拌妥当的面糊倒入烤盘之中。你可以使用橡皮的刮刀来将蛋糕的面糊刮入碗里。
Finally, place the cake in the oven and bake for around 30 minutes. While the cake is baking, you can clean up the work table.
最后，将蛋糕放进烤箱里等30分钟。当蛋糕在烘烤的时候，你可以先清理桌面。
After the cake is done, you can decorate the cake with icing or sprinkles in order to make it look festive.
当蛋糕烤好之后，你就可以开始使用糖霜或是彩虹糖来装饰蛋糕，让蛋糕看起来充满了欢乐的气氛。
Isn't baking a cake easy? Make one for someone special.
烤个蛋糕不就是这么简单吗？为你那位特别的人亲手做一个吧。
All right, let's talk about topic sentences now.
好，我们现在呢，首先先来看一下主题句的部分。
All right, so now we usually begin a paragraph with a topic sentence that explains the main points that the paragraph is going to make. However, when you're writing about a process, you have all these steps to list, and you don't want to tell all these steps in your topic sentence.
好，那一般来说呢，当我们在段落的开头会用一个主题句来解释或是涵括这整个段落要讲述的重点。不过呢，当我们在写作过程论说文的时候，你会发现，如果我们把所有的步骤都加进来的话，这样子会太多了哦。
And so therefore, when you're writing a process paragraph, it's better to just let your readers know what the task is and then tell them something in order to get them interested in your process.
所以喽，过程论说文呢，在写作的时候，这样的主题句呢，我们只要把它专注在让读者能够知道你要教会他们做的这件任务是什么好让他们对这个段落感到兴趣，这样就够了。
And so let's take a closer look at the first few sentences in our paragraph again.
好，我们接下来呢，再仔细的看一下这个写作范例的最前面的这几句话。
And so you can see here that these sentences introduce us to the process that we're going to write about, which is baking a cake.
好，你可以发现呢，这些句子告诉了读者将要学习到的是什么也就是动手去烤一个蛋糕。
And then the next thing that we do is we try to get our readers interested.
好，那下一步呢，我们则是希望能够让读者对于烤蛋糕这件事感到很有兴趣。
And so, for example, here it tells us that we can make a cake for a loved one, and that it's also something that's not very difficult since we need only some time and patience and a few items from the grocery store.
比如说呢，接下来的句子提到说，我们可以动手烤蛋糕给我们心爱的人那而且呢，还告诉我们说，其实这个过程一点都不难只要一点点的时间跟耐心，还有一些简单准备的材料就可以了。这样呢，会让读者觉得，其实还蛮有趣的。
Right, and so what we're going to do now is we're going to go on and we're going to learn some grammar. And again, Cher is going to take over and she's going to talk about the grammar.
好，那各位同学，接下来呢，我们要来讲一下文法重点的部分，帮助各位同学了解在副词子句怎么样可以应用在这个过程写作的里面。 各位同学欢迎回来。我们现在讲的呢，就是所谓的这个副词子句的概念。为什么我们要在这个单元里面去花时间讲副词子句呢？因为呢，当我们在讲述过程的时候，我们会使用到非常多的步骤。如果每个步骤我们都用一个单独的子句来讲的话，这篇文章看起来就非常零碎了。那也因此呢，我们就要使用一些副词子句来让这个句子呢，我整篇文章能够把句子做个连结，读起来会更加的通顺。好，举例来讲，我们现在看到这个2个句子
I finish my dinner. I sit down and make a nice cup of herbal tea.
好，那这2个句子呢，看起来好像没什么关联性哦。不过呢，如果你可以使用副词来连接它们，来显示这2者之间的关系的话，你就可以显示出它们之间时间顺序上面的关系。比如说
After I finish my dinner, I sit down and have a nice cup of herbal tea.
好，我们可以看到这就是使用了 after 这样子一个副词来做一个时间上的连接。那我们看到 after I finish my dinner， 其实也就是我们的副词子句那副词子句呢，它的功用其实就跟副词是一样的，用来修饰动词、形容词，甚或是另外一个副词或者是一整个句子。好，那当然我们在这里我们讲到副词子句它的位置呢可以放在主要子句的前面，或是主要子句的后面。像这个 After I finish my dinner， 可以放在第2个句子 main clause 主要子句的前面或者是呢加上一个逗号之后放在主要子句之前，或者呢我们去掉了逗号，直接呢放置到主要子句之后。好，那接下来呢这个规则有一个例外，我们要跟各位同学说就是呢，当副词子句被用来是特殊的表达对比的意义的时候，即使它被放在主要子句的后面，我们也一样要加上逗号。我们来为各位同学举个例子。
Right. Next sentence is Sarah valued the gift, although it was not expensive.
好，那在这个句子里面，我们可以看到有一个 although 的这个副词出现，它是代表是跟前面是做了一个对比的状况。那因为呢在这个时候是对比的概念，所以我们在它其实在最后面我们也一样让它加上逗号，跟主要子句做一个区隔。好，那副词子句呢，它并不是一个完整的句子它只是算是一个句子的一部分，所以要记得绝对不可以单独的使用副词子句它一定要去连接所谓的主要子句。好，那接下来呢，让各位同学看一下使用副词子句能够表达的一些连接关系。比如说，我们可以使用副词子句来表达时间、表达理由、表达对比的概念、表达目的，还有最后表达状况。好，接下来呢，我们剩下的时间为各位同学介绍一下文法练习，告诉各位同学怎么样去进行这里的练习。我们先来看练习1。我们会看到现在有一个看到的例句那我们要在这个练习里面呢，就是把副词子句画上底线，之后呢圈选出来你觉得这个副词子句它所属于的意义跟种类。好，比如说像这个例子
Animals store food so that they can live through the cold winter.
好，我们可以看到 so that 之后的句子就是所谓的副词子句，而且它代表的意思呢是代表一个目的所以我们就圈选出 purpose。好，我们接下来呢，其他的例子我们就让各位同学自己去做练习那请各位同学就按照我们刚刚讲述的方法这个将副词子句画出底线，然后圈选出它所代表的一个关系的意义。
All right, and so this is about all the time we have, and so what we want to do is make sure that you go on and for your homework you finish these grammar exercises, and then you do the writing activity, which is to write your own process essay.
好，那各位同学回去呢，千万不要忘记要把这个文法练习的部分完成然后呢，把这个写作练习的部分也好好的去做一个练习。
Thanks for joining us this week for English composition. We'll see you again in another week.
好，谢谢各位同学今天的参与，我们下个礼拜再见。